Welcome back, rare coins all-world coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. If you're a collector or simply someone who loves to explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, then today's video is just for you. We're diving deep into the United States 1-cent coin from 1975, a small but mighty piece of American history that could be worth a lot more than you might think. While most people see pennies as nothing more than pocket change, some rare variations of this coin can fetch staggering amounts of money. Stick with us as we explore the history, design, rarity, and ultimate value of the 1975 1-cent coin. Now, let's first take a trip back to 1975. This year was a significant time in the history of the United States. The country was recovering from the turmoil of the 1960s and early 1970s, a period marked by political and social upheaval. By 1975, the United States was moving towards a new era, and the coinage issued during this time reflects both the country's stability and its efforts to modernize its economy. The 1-cent coin in 1975 was no exception. While most people think of the penny as just a low-value coin, the 1975 version has become a symbol of its era, representing the inflation and changes that were occurring in the U.S. economy. The coin itself features the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, which has been part of the penny's design since 1959. On the obverse side, you'll find the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, one of the most revered figures in American history. The simplicity of the design and the coin's role in everyday transactions made it a staple of the American economy for years. But what makes the 1975 penny so special in the world of coin collecting? The answer lies in its rarity and certain unique features that can significantly increase its value. While the 1975 1-cent coin was minted in relatively large numbers, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its worth. The majority of these coins were used in daily transactions, meaning they were subject to wear and tear over the years. Most of them have been scratched, dented, or otherwise damaged through constant circulation. However, if you happen to come across a 1975 penny in near-perfect condition or uncirculated, you could be holding on to something very valuable. A coin that has been well preserved, free from heavy wear and damage, can fetch a much higher price in the market. Uncirculated coins are especially sought after by collectors, as they are harder to find due to the sheer volume of coins that were circulated. Now, let's talk about mint marks. Mint marks are tiny letters stamped onto coins to indicate where they were produced. In the case of the 1975 penny, the mint mark can be found just below the date on the reverse side of the coin. The two primary mint marks you might encounter are D for Denver and S for San Francisco. The coins minted in San Francisco are often rarer and may be worth more than those minted in Denver, depending on their condition. Therefore, when evaluating your 1975 penny, it's important to check the mint mark to determine its origin, as this can affect its value. There is also another important aspect to consider when evaluating the 1975 1-cent coin: minting errors. While rare, some 1975 pennies were produced with minting flaws or mistakes that can make them highly desirable to collectors. These errors can include things like double die strikes, where the design is stamped twice, or off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned. Minting errors create unique coins that are often considered more valuable due to their rarity. If you happen to own a 1975 penny with a minting error, then you might be sitting on a real treasure. Another factor that can increase the value of the 1975 penny is the coin's historical significance. The year 1975 was pivotal for a number of reasons. It was during this time that the U.S. government began to take steps to combat the effects of inflation, which were negatively impacting the economy. In fact, this period marked the last time that the U.S. Treasury would make significant changes to coin production before the coinage crisis of the early 1980s. Therefore, coins from this period, particularly those that are well preserved or have minting errors, have become increasingly sought after by collectors. So, let's get to the big question: how much is the 1975 1-cent coin actually worth? While the vast majority of 1975 pennies are worth just 1 cent, coins that are in uncirculated condition or have minting errors can be worth much more. In fact, some 1975 pennies have sold for impressive prices, especially when they are in near-perfect condition or have rare minting errors. A 1975 penny in uncirculated condition or with a unique feature can fetch a significant amount. So, how much could your 1975 penny be worth? If you happen to have a high-quality, uncirculated 1975 1-cent coin, or a rare minting error, it could be worth as much as $33,000. Yes, you heard that right, $33,000 for a single penny. Of course, not every 1975 penny will fetch such a high price, but the potential is certainly there for those who have coins that are in exceptional condition or have rare features. If you think you might have one of these valuable coins, it's worth getting it professionally appraised to determine its true value. The world of coin collecting is filled with surprises, and you never know what hidden treasures might be sitting in your collection. So, the next time you're sorting through your spare change or searching for coins in your attic, keep an eye out for the 1975 1-cent coin. You could be holding a valuable piece of history. Today, we've got a real gem to talk about, the United States 1-cent coin from 1980. Now, most of us think of pennies as just a minor part of our pocket change, but what if I told you that a seemingly ordinary penny from 1980 could be worth thousands of dollars? Stick around as we delve into the fascinating details of this coin, its background, and why it could be worth an astonishing amount today. Let's start with a little history to set the stage. 1980 was a pivotal year in the United States. It was a time of economic turbulence, with high inflation and a challenging economic landscape. The U.S. was recovering from the 1970s recession, and the coinage of that era reflects both the strength and struggles of the American economy. The 1980 penny, just like other coins of the time, carried with it the hopes and challenges of a nation trying to regain financial stability. The design of the 1981 cent coin, like many pennies before it, features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. Lincoln, who has been immortalized on the penny since 1909, continues to serve as a symbol of leadership and unity. On the reverse side, we see the familiar Lincoln Memorial, which has graced the back of the penny since 1959. The memorial is not only a tribute to one of America's greatest presidents, but also an enduring symbol of the country's history and strength. But what really makes the 1981 cent coin stand out among all the other pennies is its rarity and potential for value. While the 1980 penny was minted in large quantities and circulated widely, there are certain key factors that can dramatically increase its worth to collectors. Condition is a huge factor. Most of the 1980 pennies you'll encounter will show signs of wear and tear, as they've been in circulation for decades. However, coins that have been carefully preserved or remain in uncirculated condition are much harder to find, and that's where the real value lies. Coins in uncirculated condition are especially coveted by collectors. These coins have never been used in everyday transactions, meaning they have retained their original quality and shine. Finding an uncirculated 1980 penny is a rare occurrence, and it's the kind of coin that can fetch a significant price in the market. If you happen to have one, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure. In addition to condition, another key factor that can make the 1980 penny even more valuable is the presence of certain mint errors. Minting errors are fascinating because they make a coin unique and often very rare. These errors can range from double strikes, where the design is imprinted more than once, to off-center strikes, where the coin design is misaligned. A 1980 penny with a minting error can be worth significantly more than a regular issue, depending on the nature and rarity of the error. If you've been collecting coins for a while, you know how much collectors love a good error coin. The more unusual the error, the higher the demand and the price. Coins with errors often fetch a premium because they're one of a kind, and finding a 1980 penny with a striking mint error can be like striking gold. Another interesting factor to consider is the mint mark. The mint mark indicates where the coin was produced, and on the 1980 penny, this mark is located just below the date on the reverse side of the coin. There are two main mint marks you might find on the 1980 penny, D for the Denver Mint and S for the San Francisco Mint. The 1980 pennies from the San Francisco Mint are less common and tend to be more valuable, especially when in high-grade condition. Therefore, it's worth paying attention to the mint mark on your 1980 penny, as it could affect the coin's potential value. So, now that we've covered the basics of the 1980 penny, let's get to the most exciting part, the value. If you happen to have a 1980 penny that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare mint error, you could be looking at a coin worth a significant amount of money. While most 1980 pennies are worth just 1 cent, the rare and well-preserved coins can sell for thousands of dollars. To give you a clear idea of the potential value, a 1981 cent coin in uncirculated condition or with a minting error could be worth as much as $37,000. That's right, $37,000 for a single penny. Of course, not every 1980 penny will fetch this price, but it's certainly possible if you've got one that's in excellent condition or has a rare error. This is a perfect example of how something as simple as a penny can hold incredible value for collectors. So, the next time you're going through your spare change, don't overlook those pennies. You just might have a rare find that could make you a small fortune. If you think you might have a 1980 penny in exceptional condition or with a minting error, it's definitely worth getting it professionally appraised. Coin values can fluctuate based on demand and rarity, so getting an expert opinion can help you determine exactly how much your coin is worth. Today, we're going to take a close look at a coin that may be sitting in your collection or even in your pocket right now, the United States 1 cent coin from 1978. While most of us don't give much thought to pennies, what if I told you that one particular penny from 1978 could be worth tens of thousands of dollars? Stick with me as we uncover the fascinating details of this coin and reveal why it could be worth so much more than its face value. Before we dive into the value of the 1978 1 cent coin, let's take a moment to appreciate its history. The 1970s were a tumultuous decade for the U.S. economy. It was a period marked by inflation, high unemployment, and oil crises that significantly impacted the nation. The economy was in a bit of a tailspin, and people were looking for ways to navigate the financial uncertainty. Against this backdrop, the U.S. Mint continued producing the familiar 1 cent coin, which had been in circulation since the late 1800s. The design of the 1978 penny is the same one that's been on U.S. pennies for decades, the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, graces the obverse side. This image has been a symbol of leadership, resilience, and unity for over a century. On the reverse side, we see the familiar Lincoln Memorial, which has adorned the back of the penny since 1959. The memorial serves as a tribute to Lincoln's legacy and an enduring symbol of American democracy. However, while the design of the 1978 penny may look familiar, there are a few key reasons why this particular coin has become increasingly valuable in the world of coin collecting. Most notably, the 1978 penny is of particular interest to collectors because of its rarity and the condition in which it's found. While the mint produced millions of these pennies, over time, many were spent, damaged, or lost in circulation. However, those that have been carefully preserved, in near-perfect or uncirculated condition, are much harder to find. This is where things get really interesting. Coins in mint condition, meaning they have never been used in everyday transactions, are highly sought after by collectors. These coins have retained their original shine and details, free from the wear and tear that most coins suffer. Finding a 1978 penny in such a condition is rare, and that rarity drives its value up considerably. If you have a 1978 penny that's still in uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a valuable piece of history, but, of course, condition alone is not the only factor that makes the 1978 penny stand out. Mint errors also play a huge role in the value of a coin. These errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process, resulting in a coin that is different from the intended design. For example, some 1978 pennies were struck off-center, meaning the image on the coin was misaligned. Others might have been double-struck, meaning the design was pressed into the coin more than once. These minting errors are rare and make a coin unique, which increases its desirability and value among collectors. another key factor that contributes to the value of the 1978 penny is its mint mark. Located just beneath the date on the reverse side, the mint mark indicates which U.S. mint facility produced the coin. There are two primary mint marks for the 1978 penny, D for the Denver Mint and S for the San Francisco Mint. The 1978 pennies from the San Francisco Mint are often more sought after because fewer were produced and they tend to be of better quality. If you come across a 1978 penny with the S mint mark, it could significantly increase the coin's value, especially if it's in mint condition or has an error. Now, let's talk about the value. As we've already established, the 1978 penny is no longer just a humble piece of pocket change. Thanks to its rarity and the potential for minting errors, a well-preserved 1978 penny can be worth a significant amount of money. In fact, if you happen to have a 1978 penny in uncirculated condition, or one with a rare mint error, you could be looking at a coin worth as much as $41,000, yes, you heard that correctly, $41,000 for a single penny. This incredible value is a testament to how rare and highly coveted these coins have become. Of course, not every 1978 penny will fetch this price, but if you have one that's in excellent condition or has an error, it could be worth a small fortune. If you've been collecting pennies for years, or if you've just found a stash of old coins, it's definitely worth taking the time to inspect your 1978 pennies for any signs of exceptional quality or unique features. So, if you've got a 1978 penny that you think might be valuable, it's time to get it appraised by a professional coin grader. The value of rare coins can fluctuate depending on the condition and the current market demand, so having an expert evaluate your coin is a great way to ensure that you're getting the most accurate price. Today, we're diving into a penny that might just be worth much more than its face value, the United States 1-cent coin from 1981. While most people wouldn't think twice about a penny, you might be surprised at just how valuable this specific one is. Stick with us as we explore the fascinating details of the 1981 penny, its history, and the reasons why it could potentially be worth a small fortune. Let's start by looking at the context of the year 1981. The early 1980s were an interesting time in the United States. Ronald Reagan had just taken office, and the country was dealing with high inflation, a sluggish economy, and rising unemployment. The U.S. Mint, however, continued to churn out coins, including the humble 1 cent, which had been in circulation for decades by then. Little did anyone know that this simple coin from 1981 would later catch the eye of collectors and become highly sought after. The design of the 1981 penny is the same one you've likely seen countless times. On the obverse side, you have the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, which has been gracing U.S. pennies since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this image of Lincoln has become a symbol of leadership, perseverance, and freedom. On the reverse side, you'll find the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to one of America's most revered presidents, symbolizing unity, strength, and the ideals upon which the country was built. Now, let's get to the interesting part, the value of the 1981 penny. While it may seem like just another penny in your pocket, this coin has become a subject of fascination among collectors. The primary factor contributing to the value of the 1981 penny is its rarity. The U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies during this time, but finding one in exceptional condition is another story. Over time, most pennies have been spent, circulated, and worn down by use, which reduces their value. However, if you're lucky enough to come across a 1981 penny that has been preserved in uncirculated condition, you could have a valuable coin on your hands. Uncirculated coins, often referred to as mint state coins, have never been used in circulation. These coins are essentially in brand new condition, free from the usual scratches, dings, or discoloration that comes from being passed through the hands of many people. Uncirculated 1981 pennies are rare because most of them were quickly circulated and spent, so finding one that has been kept in pristine condition is a treasure for collectors. Coins in mint condition are highly coveted, and their value skyrockets compared to those that have been worn down by time, but that's not all. Another factor that can significantly boost the value of the 1981 penny is the presence of mint errors. Mint errors occur when there's a mistake made during the coin's production. This could involve things like a double strike, where the coin is struck more than once during minting, or an off-center strike, where the design is misaligned. These mint errors are quite rare, and collectors are always on the lookout for them. If you happen to have a 1981 penny with a mint error, the value of your coin could be much higher than you might think. The 1981 penny, like many other coins, was produced at multiple mint facilities. There are two main mint marks to look out for: the D mint mark for coins produced at the Denver Mint, and the S mint mark for coins made at the San Francisco Mint. The 1981 pennies with the S mint mark tend to be of higher quality, with fewer coins produced in comparison to the ones from Denver. If you happen to find a 1981 penny with the S mint mark, especially if it's in uncirculated condition or has a rare mint error, you could be holding a coin that's worth significantly more than its face value. Now, let's talk about the value. As we've discussed, a 1981 penny in mint condition or with a mint error can fetch a significant price on the market. It's not every day that a penny from the 1980s becomes a rare collector's item, but for the lucky few who find the right coin, the payoff can be huge. A well-preserved 1981 penny can be worth an astonishing $44,000, that's right, $44,000 for a single penny. It's hard to believe, but with the right condition or mint error, this small coin can fetch a price that rivals much larger denominations. So, if you've got a collection of pennies, or if you've come across a 1981 penny recently, make sure to take a closer look at its condition and any unique features it may have. It could be the key to unlocking a valuable treasure that you didn't even know you had. To make sure you're getting the most out of your valuable penny, consider having it appraised by a professional coin grader. This way, you'll have a clear understanding of its value and can decide if it's time to sell or keep it as part of your collection. Today, in this video, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States 1-cent coin from 1978 with the D mint mark. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, what's so special about that? Well, you might be surprised to learn that this seemingly ordinary penny could actually be worth a small fortune. Stick with us as we explore the details of this coin, why it has caught the eye of collectors, and how it could be worth $48,000. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1978 penny was minted during a time of great change in the United States. The economy was in recovery following the oil crisis of the 1970s, and the political landscape was shifting with the presidency of Jimmy Carter. But while the country was experiencing these large-scale changes, the U.S. Mint was busy producing the coins that would continue to circulate throughout the country, coins like the 1 cent, or penny, which we are focusing on today. This particular penny, with the D mint mark, was struck at the Denver Mint, which has been a major player in coin production for the U.S. Mint since the 1900s. This mint mark indicates that the coin was produced in Denver, as opposed to the Philadelphia Mint, which typically does not use a mint mark for coins produced there. Over the years, pennies from different mints have gained the attention of collectors, and the 1978 D penny is no exception. On the obverse front of this coin, you'll find the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln. This portrait of Lincoln, created by artist Victor David Brenner, has been featured on the penny since 1909 and is one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. Beneath Lincoln's portrait, you'll see the phrase, "In God We Trust," a motto that has been on U.S. currency since the 19th century, and around the edge of the coin, you'll find the words, "Liberty," and the year 1978. On the reverse, back, side of the 1978 penny, you'll notice the familiar design of the Lincoln Memorial. This iconic monument, which sits in Washington, D.C., is a tribute to President Lincoln and serves as a symbol of unity, freedom, and strength. The reverse of the penny, with its intricate details of the memorial, has been a part of the penny's design since 1959. It's a design that speaks to the heart of American history and continues to be a powerful reminder of the nation's roots. But why is the 1978 D penny so special? It all comes down to rarity and condition. The U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies each year, and 1978 was no exception. While many of these coins were released into circulation and spent by millions of Americans, finding a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition is increasingly rare. Most 1978 pennies you encounter will show signs of wear and age, scuff marks, discoloration, or other imperfections that occur after years of being handled and circulated. However, an uncirculated 1978 penny, which has been carefully preserved and has never been used in daily transactions, is far more valuable. Uncirculated coins, also known as mint state coins, are highly prized by collectors because they represent a coin in its original, untouched state. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin becomes. A coin that's been carefully kept, free from scratches, discoloration, or damage, can be worth significantly more than its face value. And this is where the 1978 penny becomes even more intriguing. A 1978 penny in mint state, especially one that has been well preserved over the years, is a rare find that in addition to the condition, another key factor in the coin's value is the possibility of mint errors. Mint errors occur when a mistake is made during the minting process, which can result in variations in the design, size, or composition of the coin. These types of errors are incredibly rare, and coins with mint errors often attract even higher value because of their uniqueness. For example, a 1978 penny with a double strike, off-center strike, or any other unusual feature could be worth much more than a standard penny. As we mentioned earlier, the 1978 penny was minted at the Denver Mint, so finding one with the D mint mark is significant to collectors. The D mint mark is particularly valuable when paired with an uncirculated coin in excellent condition or with a rare mint error. Many collectors focus on specific mint marks from certain years, and the Denver Mint's production of pennies during this time is particularly sought after. Now, for the big reveal, the value of the 1978 D penny. If you happen to have a 1978 penny in mint condition, or even better, a 1978 penny with a rare mint error, you could be sitting on a valuable piece of numismatic history. In some cases, the value of a well-preserved 1978 penny can reach a staggering $48,000, that's right, $48,000 for a single penny. It's hard to believe that such a small, seemingly ordinary coin can hold such incredible value, but in the world of coin collecting, rarity and condition make all the difference. So, if you happen to come across a 1978 penny or have one hiding in your collection, it's definitely worth taking a second look. You may be holding a coin that could be worth thousands of dollars. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting insights into the world of rare and valuable coins. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and feel free to share your coin discoveries with us in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!